page 62, General Revision, Unit 12. Question number 1. The opposite figure is named Y, or named as, we have straight line XY. Question number 2. The name of this, we called it ray. We call this ray, and this straight line XY. Question number 3. Understood? Ray, straight line. Question number 3. The two lines are perpendicular because the measure of angles between them equal 90 degrees. We called it perpendicular. We called it perpendicular. Okay. Question number 4. The two lines here are parallel. We called it parallel. We called it parallel. Number 5. The two lines which never intersect, we called it parallel. Never intersect. We called it parallel. We called it parallel. Question number 6. Number of points of intersection of two parallel lines, it will be 0 because two straight line was parallel, not intersection. The two lines which never intersect must be parallel. Okay, the number of points cut off that will be 0. We haven't any point about intersection. Question 7. The opposite figure represents obtuse angle. I called it an obtuse angle. An obtuse angle because the measure of this angle greater than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees. We called it obtuse angle. Question 8. The opposite figure choose an acute angle. An acute angle because the measure of acute angle greater than 0 and less than 180. Obtuse greater than 90 and less than 180, and acute angle greater than 0 and less than 90 degrees, such as 30 degree, 40, 45. We called it acute angle. The opposite angle here will be right angle. We have right angle. Alright. Question number 10. The measure of space angle less than the measure of right angle acute. Acute less than right. Okay, because right 90 degree, and the measure of acute angle less than the measure of right angle. Question 10. Acute angle, we can write an acute. Question 11. The triangle with equal sides called an equilateral triangle. An equal triangle. Equilateral triangle. Equilateral. Equilateral triangle. All sides are equal lengths. The triangle with equal sides is called an equilateral triangle. Question 12. Any triangle has at least two acute angles. Any triangle has at least two acute angles. The space triangle has three equal sides. We solve this from 2 minutes. We call it equilateral. Question 13. The equilateral triangle has three equal sides. We can write equilateral. Question 14. Triangle whose side lengths are 8 centimeter, 8 centimeter, and 8 centimeter, we call it equilateral triangle. Question 15. The opposite figure according to angles, we call that what? Acute. Because all angles here less than 90 degrees, measure of it less than 90 degrees. Question 16. All the following are equilateral except what? Equilateral except are quadral. All these are quadral except what? Quadral except triangle. Because triangle has 3 sides only, but all quadral has 4 sides at least, or 4 sides, such that rhombus, square, rectangle. So question 16, all the following are quadral except what? Quadral, it's meaning 4 sides. The polygon has 4 sides, such that rectangle and parallelogram and square, but triangle has 3 sides only. Then the triangle not quadral. Question 17. The square has space right angles. Square has 4 right angles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Square has 4 right angles. Question 18. The number of right angle in the figure, we have rectangle. In the rectangle we have 4 right angles. 4 right angles. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Question 19. The rectangle has 4 right angles. Again. Question 20. Space has only one pair parallel sides. We call it the trapezium or trapezium. The trapezium. Trapezium. This trapezium, or we call this trapezium or trapezium, has only 2 parallel sides. Question number 2, choose the correct answer. The opposite figure is called the line segment. This line segment, choose letter B. It's line segment. Question number 2, the opposite figure is what? As EC line segment. Choose letter. We have the ray. The opposite figure named as what? Here, number 1, choose letter. This example not clear with me, okay? I will explain it again. Number 1, we called it a straight line here. Straight line. This straight line, okay? Choose letter A. Question number 2, we have the ray of line segment CA, okay? It's not clear, okay? This ray CA, choose letter D. Number 3, the name of the opposite figure is what? We have here straight line AP. AP, straight line. Question number 3, choose letter C. Choose letter C. Straight line AP. Question number 4, the two opposite lines are parallel. We call it parallel. It's parallel. Question number 5, which lines show two perpendicular? Number D. Question number 5, show letter D, perpendicular. Question number 6, Which lines, the two parallel lines, choose letter D. They are parallel, not intersection at any point. Question 7. The opposite figure represent intersecting. Here, choose letter A. We have intersecting. Choose letter A. The intersecting at the point. Question 8. Which of the following figure shows a line symmetry? Letter C. Line symmetry here, because this straight line cut this figure to equality parts and congruent. Question number 9. All the following figures shows a line symmetry except what? Except letter C, because we have parallelogram here and the diagonal here cut it two parts, not a congruent here. Number 9 shows letter C. Question 10. Space and acute angles less than right angle, it will be acute, less than 90 degree, less than right angle, it will be acute angle, it shows letter A. Question 11. The opposite figure shows space angles. Here it will be obtuse angle. Choose letter C. It's obtuse because the measure of this angle greater than 90 degree and less than 180. Question 12. Which figure shows an acute angles? It will be letter H, acute angles. Question 13. The measure of acute angle, measure of right angle less than, choose letter B. Acute angle less than right angle. Question 14. The opposite triangle is, we called it obtuse, is an obtuse because measure of the vertex here greater than 90 degree and less than 180. We called it obtuse. Choose letter C. Question 15. The space triangle has three different sides. We call it scalene. Choose letter B. Scalene. We have three sides here, not equality, such as 6, 5, and 4. Okay. Choose letter B. We called it scalene triangle. Has three different side lengths. Question 16. Any triangle has two acute angles at least. Any triangle has two acute angles at least. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3. We have 1 and 2 only here. Then at least two acute angles. Question 17. The opposite triangle is what? Right angle, because the measure of the vertex equal 90 degree. Okay, right. Choose letter C. Question 18. The type of the opposite triangle is space angle triangle. We have acute because the measure of all angles less than 90 degree. Choose letter P, an acute triangle. Question 19. The triangle which all sides are equal in length called equilateral triangle. All sides are equal in lengths. We call it equilateral. Choose letter P. Question 20. The triangle whose side lengths are 4, 4, 4, we called it equilateral triangle. Choose letter A. Because all sides are equal in lengths. Next question 21. The right angle triangle has space right angle 1. We have right angle triangle has only one angle right. The right angle triangle has one right angle in the vertex. Question 22. All angles in the equilateral triangle are what? Equilateral are equal in lengths all sides, and all angles will be acute. All angles acute. Measure of it less than 90 degree. 23. The polygon which has 5 sides is called pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We called it pentagon. We called it the pentagon. Question 24. the quadrilateral which has 4 right angles and 4 equal sides, we call it a square. Okay, square, all sides are equal ellipses, and we have 4 right angles here. The equal of all angles, the measure of all angles equal 90 degrees, and all sides are equal lengths. Question 24, you must choose letter P. Question 25. The square has 4 right angles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Question 26. The space is parallelogram with 4 right angle. Parallelogram with 4 right angle would be rectangle. It's parallelogram with 4 right angle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Choose letter E. Okay, because he give us one information. If he tell us all sides are equal in lengths and all angles rights, we call it square. But he tell us the parallelogram with 4 right angle, we called it rectangle. Question here 27. The parallelogram which has 4 equal sides, we called it rhombus. The rhombus is quadrilateral which has 4 sides are equal lengths. Question 28. A space is a quadrilateral with one pair of parallel sides and all sides aren't equal. We have what? Choose the trapezium quadrilateral with one pair of parallel sides and the sides aren't equal, such as this. We have 2 sides parallel and not equal lengths. The trapezium. Choose letter E, or trapezium. Question 29. The rhombus has 4 equal sides. Question number 3. Answer the following. Draw a straight line. AB is perpendicular to XY. We have XY and we want to perpendicular at the point what EB perpendicular by using the ruler. Okay. And triangle. Put the ruler here and triangle moving to left hand side or right hand side, and put here and draw by your pencil perpendicular. Draw line segment XY. We have line segment XY by using ruler X and Y. Question number 3. Hala is making design using quadrilateral which has 4 equal sides and 4 right triangles. What is using? It will be square. She will use the ruler and triangle to draw a square. Question number 3. Question number 4. From the opposite figure, a pair parallel line segment is what? We have a rectangle and the pair of parallel line segment, each of the side are equal lengths, and the parallel in this rectangle A, B, D, and C. We have EB parallel to CD and CA parallel to DB. A pair of parallelogram perpendicular line segment, we have AB perpendicular to BD and EC was perpendicular to CD.